Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. News and views on the news. Alright, and we're talking about this because it's relevant. It's relevant to where people's money are going anytime you put a BAW in charge of anything. Why? Because her feelings supersedes law. Her feelings supersedes what's right. Her feelings supersedes what's ethical and all the rest of that stuff, right? And so, as an example of this, I give you here Baltimore's mayor, Catherine Pugh. All right, so what is she doing? She is using taxpayer money for a defense fund for illegal immigrants to fight against the federal government. Not legal immigrants, illegal immigrants, right? And she's using the taxpayers' money, the people who gave them the money through taxes. She's using their money for illegal immigrants who really don't have any rights other than just human rights, but they don't have legal rights in the United States because they're illegal. They didn't get the green card. They didn't raise their hand. They didn't do all the rest of that stuff, right? But it shows you how far these BAWs and Democrats are going to squander the money, the goodwill of people for their own agenda. And the reason why this is significant, and I'm talking about it now, is all the problems that the so-called black people are having in Baltimore. She is more concerned about people with whom she should not be worried about because they're illegal. But again, like Obama did for the LGBT community, wasted his political capital on the destruction of the destruction and the further erosion of the so-called Afro community. This woman is just like F the state, F the people of the state, and F their money. She get to do with it whatever she want. At least that's her belief. All right? But why isn't this a surprise to me? I kept saying that these women are corrupt. The BAW are corrupt. They feel entitled to do anything by their feelings. And no matter who these people in Baltimore elect, if they elect a woman, they're going to squander the resources of the very people who are there legally for anything that the BAW feels. All right, period. So let's break this down. First, let me greet everybody. Haborden Hordu, Gudag, Ola Oi to the Bane, Vasas Los, Bonjour mes amis, Kedu, Bawani Konnichiwa, Ni hao ni ama, Sani Monani, Jumbo Habarigani, Assalamu alaikum and Shalom. Hey, brothers and sisters, real quick, let's like, share, subscribe. To donate to my channel, some of the brothers helped set up this Cash App thing. So you could do that. I really don't know how it works, so don't ask me. Ask Kid Jackson or some of the other brothers. Who else asked me? Well, never mind. But anyway, so my PayPal me link will be in the description box along with the Cash App and my email. But remember, you always take care of self and family first. Let's get them thumbs up. Let's like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Now, let's get back to the video. All right, so here we go. Democratic Mayor Catherine Pugh announced on Wednesday that the city of Baltimore will begin to use public funds for the legal defense of illegal immigrants facing deportation. Hold on. These aren't for any illegal immigrant. Pugh's statement comes less than a year after Baltimore prosecutor ordered staff not to charge illegal immigrants with minor nonviolent crimes on the grounds that the offender would be deported. So understand this. So if you are an illegal immigrant in Boston, you get to commit crimes so long as it's nonviolent. So you get to rob people. You get to shoplift. Um, uh, you get to take people's cars. All right. So long as it's nonviolent, you can commit crime if you are an illegal alien. Understand this? Because they don't want you to get deported. They don't want the criminals to get deported. You understand? They don't want criminals to get deported, and they are going to allow them to commit crimes so long as they don't get deported. All right. Judicial Watch reported last week that the city's panel approved spending $200,000 for the month of March as a way to pay for lawyers representing illegal immigrants with deportation orders. All right, this is just getting stupid. All right, but let's continue. Pugh said in a local news report that the goal is for everyone to receive due process. No, it isn't, because the people that are not allowed to receive due process are the Afro-Indigenous people that are legally in the city of Boston, or the legally in Boston. All right, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Right? These women, these black women in political office do not worry about the due process for the African or Afro-Indigenous male, but they are all over using everybody's money to give illegal immigrants free lawyers to do what's illegal. All right. So, a quote: "We're not making the decision to their status. We're making the decision to be supportive of individuals who live in our city. But they're illegal. But they're not supportive to the Afro-Indigenous people that live in that city." All right. I keep telling you, brothers and sisters, that these black politicians do not mean you any good. They use your votes to get in, and then they just tell you F off while they take care of everybody but you. Unlike the criminal justice system, immigration court does not offer free lawyers to those who cannot afford them. Why? Because they're illegal. Illegal immigrants who do not have the money for attorneys must instead represent themselves or rely on a volunteer attorneys or immigrant rights groups. Well, that should be what it should be, because they're not legal. According to the report from Baltimore Sun, half of the $200,000 is funded by a grant from the Very Institute Justice, a New York nonprofit. The other half will come from the city's budget. Funds are expected to help about 40 individuals attain legal representation, but they will not spend that money for better representation for Afro-Indigenous men falsely accused of crimes. They won't spend that money to help Afro-Indigenous men who are falsely said to be the fathers of children in child support court either. Understand this. The DNA can come back that the dude is not the father, but he still have to pay for a lawyer to not have to pay a woman who is clearly robbing him and exploiting the system. And they're going to hit him up for the next 18 years, destroying his life and career, all because he had a job and they knew his name. But the thug that really was the father didn't have a job. So they get the father, what's the term I call? Father by default. Let's see who has the most money and who I can catch slipping, meaning they go out of town, then I serve them. That makes them the father automatically according to the court. There's no law for that. There's no justice for that. All right. While the mayor moves have garnered some support, many Baltimore residents feels though that kind of money would be better spent elsewhere. Maryland's largest city, uh, did I say Boston? I meant Baltimore. Well, all right. Maryland's largest cities have been plagued by crime and infrastructure problems stemming from a lack of funds. So, this mayor could not find any money to take care of any of that, but they come up with $200,000 for illegal immigrants. Understand this, y'all. Many schools in the Baltimore area even lack proper heating during the winter. So they don't get heating, but illegal aliens get representation. All right. Here's another quote. My hunch is that the vast majority of Baltimore residents would prefer to have money spent on heat and air conditioning in Baltimore public schools instead of legal fees. Maryland's GOP Chairman Dirk Harris said through a spokesman. Baltimore in the past has taken steps to essentially go easy on illegal immigrants in order to avoid collateral consequences. In mid 2017, an internal memo issued by Baltimore's chief deputy state's attorney instructed prosecutors think twice before charging illegal immigrants with minor nonviolent crimes. They don't do this for the Afro-Indigenous man. They don't do this for the white man. So black women and illegal immigrants get this favoritism. The chief deputy, Michael Schatzlo, wrote in a memo that Trump administration deportation efforts have increased the potential collateral consequences to certain immigrants of minors' nonviolent criminal conduct. So they're looking out for criminals. In local news report, Pugh reiterated her city's stance on immigrants, exclaiming that Baltimore is a welcoming city. And she's welcoming for everybody except the people that are the legal residents. And she's definitely not welcoming for any Afro-Indigenous males. All right. She attempted to distinguish Baltimore from the classification of a sanctuary city. We want everyone here. We want to be able to provide opportunities, jobs, and careers for folks. That's what we are in Baltimore, she said. So F you voters, F you Afro-Indigenous people, F all of y'all. They can kiss her happy black. Well, y'all know where I'm going. So, more headlines. Illegal immigrants, taxpayer-funded attorneys. A new program in Baltimore Mayor's office would provide illegal immigrants with taxpayer-funded attorneys to fight against deportation orders. But dudes falsely accused of being fathers of children and being run through the system, nope, they don't get no help. Dudes accused falsely of minor crimes that happen to be Afro-Indigenous males, nope, they don't get no help. All right. So they go, federal immigration and customs enforcement have been cracking down across the country on illegal aliens with criminal records. Baltimore has not been spared. At least 28 immigrants who were in the United States illegally were arrested in Baltimore over a single weekend in September. The mayor's office envisioned a new city program where immigrants facing deportation will receive free legal representation to fight to keep them in the country. This is just really ridiculous. They're going to use taxpayer money to help undocumented work residents fight back against the federal government. All right. Here's another quote. We keep being told in Baltimore that we cannot keep community neighborhood schools open, that we can't keep rec centers open, that we can't hire enough police officers. And Ambrose says, I want solutions that solve our city's problem instead of worrying about people who are not even citizens of this country. But they got a BAW female mayor, and her feelings supersedes the law, supersedes all the stuff that needs to be fixed in a community with people that legally are in the community. All right, her feelings trump all of that. And the Democrats are saying to you, Baltimore, F you. They don't give a two hoots about you. That's what you get for voting for them. All right? So, it is what it is. And a couple of quotes. Baltimore's murder rate is out of control. You know what? Let's allow illegal immigrants to commit minor crimes and plus not worry about that. We got money to squander for people that don't really deserve it. Never mind F the problems in Baltimore. People that shouldn't be there, they're more important than the people that should be there. And remember this last joke of a mayor? Y'all keep electing these BAWs in Baltimore, and they keep telling you to kiss their happy behind. And you keep electing them. Yeah. When y'all going to turn that around? Oh, I forgot. It's mainly females, and they don't vote what's right. They vote women power, girl power. Oh, well. They're going to have a growth in criminology and a squandering of more of the taxpayer money. Oh, y'all better pay them taxes, too. Yep, the okie doke, y'all. It is the okie doke. And those people in Baltimore fell for it again. My final thoughts. Y'all, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to donate if you can. My link is in the description box. When you subscribe, click that bell. But y'all keep falling for the okie doke in Baltimore. Y'all keep electing garbage mayor after garbage mayor that really don't care about y'all. They care about the Democratic agenda, the liberal agenda, and that's it. And the liberal agenda has nothing to do with the people or doing or serving the people of the United States. They're serving their own means, themselves. How long will you stand for it? And for all you so-called Democrats, yeah, I keep saying that the Democrats never cared about anybody, especially the Afro-Indigenous people. Huh, how you like me now? The truth is coming out. Peace. With that said, I'm out. I want y'all to also keep this in mind, that this is Elijah Cummings' district. When Trump smelled rats in Baltimore, well, we're just flushing them rats out. I want y'all to think about that. With that said, I'm out again.